Hello, everybody. Here I welcome you all in my YouTube channel. Previously, we have seen the first part of the lesson number 4, Mughal Empire Establishment and Extension. It is of standard 7th, subject Social Science, semester 2, textbook. In that, we have seen the history of Mughal Empire, the kings who established Mughal Empire, Babur who defeated Ibrahim Lodi and established Mughal Empire in India. It was in the year 1526 in the Battle of Panipat. Then on we have seen Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Sher Shah Suri from Su dynasty, and we stopped at the point Akbar who had adorned 9 gems in his courtier. So now let us move forward and see the remaining part of this lesson. We have understood that Sher Shah was known as the reformer in the history. So which kind of an work he has done, that we'll see in this next point. So reforms made by Sher Shah. Sher Shah ruled over Delhi for 5 years. He introduced many reforms during the short span and therefore better known as the reformer than a warrior. With Todermal's help, he prepared a table for the revenue collection based on the type of land and production. So the first good work done by Sher Shah was to prepare a table for the revenue collection according to the type of land the farmer has and the type of production a farmer does. Akbar followed the same method for revenue collection. So he was the reformer for the revenue collections. He removed the toll booths so that there could be a free transportation of goods. Britishers, and before that also, toll booths were there, and on that Sher Shah removed all the toll booths, so nobody has to pay extra money for traveling in transporting the goods. He constructed roads to increase trade and for the convenience of pedestrians, among which the famous roads were constructed between. Not only he removed toll booths, he also constructed roads for the transportation of goods and for traveling. In that, for the convenience of pedestrians, during that time, those people who walk barefooted without any kind of vehicle, bullock cart or something, for them also he had built roads, and the famous roads were Agra to Berhampur, Agra to Marwar, and Lahore to Mulan. He also planted trees on both the sides of the road and constructed rest houses. He had set up mint houses to mint silver coins uniform in weight. He was very strict about the discipline of the army and had therefore strictly ordered the army not to harass the villagers or destroy the crops while marching. From these 2 points, we can come to know that Sher Shah was not only a democratic ruler, but he also ensures that the people of his kingdom do not get harassed by the soldiers or any of the officer appointed by Sher Shah. During the reign, kotwals were responsible for arresting criminals. Sher Shah himself was very active and motivated others too by keeping them busy at work. Here you can see in the picture Sher Shah himself investigates and looks after the work done by his people. Now we'll see two of the most famous and epic battles that were fought. First of all, Chittor's Tales of Bravery. Chittor's Tales of Bravery. There were frequent battles between Mughals and Sisodia Rajputs. The courageous Sisodia Rajputs were not ready to accept Mughal supremacy and so fought against Akbar boldly and bravely. Akbar wanted to conquer all the parts of India, so he frequently indulged himself in the battles, but Sisodia Rajput, they were not the army that they will give up very easily. So they had confrontations every now and then, as they were not ready to accept the Mughal supremacy. Among all the warriors from Sisodia Rajput, Maharana Pratap's bravery is especially noteworthy. Among the rulers of Sisodia dynasty, Maharana Pratap was one of the person who fought against Akbar continuously till the end. Since Akbar wanted to set up his rule in Mewar, there were many battles fought between Mewar and Delhi, among which the Battle of Haldighati is considered to be a landmark battle. As Maharana Pratap was not ready to give up very easily, there were frequent battles with Akbar and the Battle of Haldighati, which is a very epic and landmark battle that we all know. Akbar had a huge, well equipped army with modern weapons, cannons, gunpowders in sufficient numbers and artilleries, whereas Maharana Pratap had the advantage of these chivalrous Rajput warriors who lived in the forest and were therefore used to fighting wars in hilly areas. सो एक साइड पे कहे कि अकबर के पास एक ऐसी बड़ी विशाल सेना थी जिनके पास सारे वेपन्स, पूरे हथियार, जिनमें कैनन्स, गन पाउडर से यूज़ होती हुई गन्स, आर्टिलरीज और काफ़ी और भी चीज़ें उनके पास थी। और वो अकबर की जो सेना थी वो लाखों में थी। उसके सामने महाराणा प्रताप की जो सेना थी वो कुछ हज़ार लोगों से ही बनी थी, जिनके पास उतने अच्छे हथियार भी नहीं थे और वो सिर्फ हिली एरियाज़ में कैसे फ़ाइट करनी है वही जानते थे। सो दोनों का कोई मैच नहीं था, पर महाराणा प्रताप एक ब्रेव और एक बहुत ही साहसी इंसान थे और उनके पास काफ़ी सारी ट्रिक्स होती थी जिससे वो अकबर को डिसीव कर लेते थे। देयर वर 20 to 22,000 soldiers who fought bravely against lack of Mughal soldiers. In the Battle of Haldighati, Maharana Pratap and his horse Chetak attained martyrdom and that can never be forgotten. Chetak was specially trained for battles in the battlefield. Chetak would move according to Maharana Pratap's orders or commands. When the Battle of Haldighati was at the peak, Chetak acted according to Rana Pratap's instruction and jumped high to reach up to the Mughal Senapati, who was seated on an elephant. A noteworthy incident is one where Rana Pratap threw a spear at the Senapati, but he was saved because of the Howdah. There were many such incidents in the Battle of Haldighati that were noteworthy. The combination of Maharana Pratap and his horse Chetak was really splendid because Chetak was as powerful as Maharana Pratap. It knows how to deal with different situations. so that Maharana Pratap can concentrate on other things. It is believed that when Maharana Pratap was injured, one of his leaders wore his canopy to distract the Mughal rulers. Chetak took the injured Rana Pratap out of the battlefield. There were many such incidents about Rana Pratap and Akbar mentioned in the history. Maharana Pratap lost the battle against Akbar but did not give up. He wandered in the forest, faced many difficulties, but remained determined. Rana Pratap formed the army again with the help of Vamasha, a Jain trader, who helped him financially and fought against the Mughals again. He won all the forts except Chittor. He vowed, "Till I get back Chittor, I will not sleep peacefully." ये उन्होंने कसम ली थी कि जब तक मैं चित्तौर मुग़ल से वापस नहीं लेता मैं कभी चैन की नींद नहीं सोऊंगा. Here you can see in the picture the battle of Haldighati, where Maharana Pratap is riding on a horse and the Senapati of Mughal sitting on an elephant, but with the help of cannon Maharana Pratap was able to kill the Senapati and leave the army without any kind of an information. So this was the lesson. I hope you must have understood and enjoyed the story of Akbar and Maharana Pratap and his heroics. So here we end this video, and I hope must have watched the whole video. So thank you very much and goodbye.